Buckle up on.
And welcome back to the Buckle Up Podcast universe with Brandon Rush and Mama Rush. Oh, sorry, I didn't know Mom was going to say anything in that. Mom, you can hear me?
Say Mama Rush, but you went on said it, so it's no problem.
Okay. And today we have a friend of mine, Barber Jonny, on here, who I met at the BET Expo, who has been a barber for a number of years. We're going to have him come on and tell his story. So give me one. Oh, it's currently we have, I believe it's 74. We're in 74 countries and 700 and either 32 or 752 cities around the world. I haven't checked the number in a couple of weeks, but that's what it was at last time I checked. We're in 6 continents, and we're
Oh,
happy to have you all on here today. All right,
great,
what's that, Mom?
great.
Okay, perfect. Let me let Jonny in.
Okay.
I guess I'll pause it for a second. Wait, what's that? Is that Jonny? Jonny, what is going on, my friend?
My man, 100 grand. What's good,
Good
B?
to see you, man. Hey, my
Man,
mom's
great
on
to
here
see
just
you.
using her photo today.
Hey,
Hey,
Ma.
Johnny, how
Mama
are you?
Rush. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you as well. I've been looking forward to this conversation.
Thank you guys so much for your patience and getting me on today, man. I've been looking forward to this a lot.
Hey, absolutely, man. I know you've been traveling. You're staying busy. You got rid of your dreads. How long you? What?
Man, I cut my hair.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
it's good. I cut my hair, bro. Shoot. When was Buzz, when did I cut my I think like right after my birthday, June, end of June, early July.
Okay. And then how long did it? How long you been growing? You've been growing for like years,
Bro,
hanging.
I had like 20 plus years of hair on my head. I
Oh,
still
holy
got them.
smokes!
Oh, wow. Do you feel relieved?
I feel lighter.
I'm naked.
I feel bald headed. No.
I hear that, man. Well, Jonny, thank you so much for coming on to the Buckle Up Podcast University with Brandon Rush
Mama Rush.
and Jonny. It is all about you today, man. We want to know your story, how you got into being I guess you're a barber and a stylist, technically, or what would you consider yourself?
Thank you for that, Brandon. It's my pleasure, man. It's my honor to be on here with you guys. I've followed and I've just been so just ecstatic to know you and see you're leveling up and tracking progress and coming along with your listeners as well. Yeah, and thank you for saying barber stylist because some people just kind of separate us. Yeah, I am a traveling barber stylist. I'm from Michigan City, Indiana. I'm a a professional athlete, trusted by the industry for years now.
Oh
I
wow.
got my first barber license in 2016.
Okay.
So since then, yeah, 4 states later. Um, I've been completely mobile here for the last 2 years. I've now even pursued, since we last talked, man, since I've pursued education. So now I am a barber instructor in the state of Nevada now.
Oh wow. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, man. I'm excited. Thank you.
That's huge, Jonny. You mentioned a lot of things there that I didn't know that about you. I knew that you cut different people's hair, but you said you're celebrity stylist too for like athletes and all. We kind of go into detail about doing that or what that's like.
Um, Man, it's sometimes it's not as it's storied, right? So people when they get into our industry, they want to get to be the celebrity stylist or celebrity barber. And sometimes like just between you and I or how we met kind of organically,
Yeah.
I kind of shy away from that moniker, that title a little bit, just because it can kind of come with some stereotypes, right? But to me, it's just meant that I have worked very hard to make myself available and preferred and trusted by those high end circles. So
Okay.
um,
Well, that's pretty
good and
impressive, man.
bad.
Do you work now? Do you work on sets too, Jonny? Have you worked on movie sets yet? Or
So I have dabbled with sets, more like music videos, stuff like that. I was actually shot into a couple music videos early on in my career when I moved out to Vegas. But actually, that's something that so I had an opportunity. This is a good story. So
okay,
there, shout out to Bud Bird. He is a celebrity and on-set stylist from Michigan City, Indiana, where I'm from, and he
okay.
tried to put me in a movie called Maze Runner. So
Oh
back
wow.
then, this was before the 2020, late. 20, teens.
Yeah.
I had at that time hadn't built my skill set enough to do wigging yet, and that was one of the requirements of
Oh.
this set. So since then, I've it really gave me like a front seat viewpoint of what it takes to be an industry professional and trusted by the industry. So that was a really good experience for me. So I look forward to looking to working in more studios, and as they move out here towards Vegas, some of
Oh
them,
yeah.
I look forward to having those opportunities.
Absolutely, man. You're right in the right spot because I think Mark Wahlberg built a studio out there.
Mark Wahlberg, yep, the Wahlberg bros are out here. Yes,
Oh man,
sir.
that's huge.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
Johnny, what's a
excited.
typical day like for you too? Or how would your typical day consist of?
So I mean, pretty much the same as any barber. I go to sleep and wake up as a barber. That's like my main thing as a creator or an artist. My day can vary. So I'm sure just like yours, that some of the traveling stuff, some of the being available at a drop of a hat, those are some of the I guess temporary discomforts that
Okay.
we have to circumnavigate, right?
Yeah.
But just being ready every day, dude, that's pretty much my day. I wake up, I go through my routine here at home. I try to take care of myself as best as I can. As we both know, your vessel is what carries you to your purpose. So, I do my best to, to keep my energy up, get my rest. But other than that, I'm prepared at all times at a drop of a hat to and I actually, it's funny. I was talking earlier about it. I carry my clippers with me pretty much everywhere I go, man.
Oh, really?
It's just you gotta always be ready, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Johnny, how did you I want to know about your story of how did you get from Indiana to Vegas? What's your upbringing like? Did you go to college or anything, or you went straight to trade school, or what is your story?
So I kind of had a thank you for asking about that. So I kind of had an unconventional path in barbering. I had come to find out I had a rich uncle that owned a barber shop back home where I'm from in Indiana. And
Okay.
we're right around the Chicagoland area, right outside the Chicagoland area. So just being back and forth, seeing some of those successful people and having some of those kind of just important barbering experiences coming up
Yeah.
got to school, did the basketball thing like all of us do, did the art school thing like a lot of us do back then.
Yeah.
And it wasn't aligning with my path as much, which means it wasn't paying me enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I tried to do other things, and once I got my first barber license in Indiana in 2016, I reciprocated to Michigan because I'm right on the border in Michigan City, Indiana,
Okay.
of that state. My son's godfather went to school in Ohio, or in Fort Wayne, right on the border of Ohio. So I was back and forth, reciprocated there, came back in Indiana, got my license, and worked up close to, tried the shop thing at a bunch of different little local shops, and
Yeah.
it just never worked out for me. So at that time, Instagram, putting your haircuts on Instagram was pretty rare. It wasn't like everybody does it now, but
Yeah.
I had tried dabbling in that and followed some people. Shout out to Bones the Goat. He was one of my major motivators on Instagram to take it more seriously, put my cuts on there. And I got recruited by a company called Anti-Broke Barbers Club.
Okay.
They opened a shop from California. They're coming from Hollywood in the Valley to Vegas. They opened
Okay.
for a shop. I got recruited out by one of my good friends from home and came out here, interviewed, got flown out here by the owner, interviewed for that job, and the rest is kind of just history, man.
Wow.
Oh,
Go ahead. Sorry,
Lord.
Mom, you about to say something? No,
Yeah.
No,
that's
that's
amazing.
it. And then bro, I met you shortly after that.
Okay, yeah, the
So I
BT
just was,
Expo.
yeah, so I was there with that company at the BT Expo, and it expanded kind of my idea of what not only a professional but what an entrepreneur was. I was very blessed to be around some entrepreneurial spirits and just some really interesting and sparkling characters that really made me want that more.
Oh,
So I
that's,
put myself in those places.
oh,
Mhm.
great.
Go
Well,
ahead, my man.
yeah, I wanted to ask a question. What's the difference between being a good barber and a great barber?
Your clients and how they feel.
Oh, wow, great, great.
I mean, it sounds oversimplified, right?
Uh-huh,
But we're in the custom, I'm in the service industry.
uh-huh.
At this point, I've gotten to rungs and seen things that I never even envisioned for myself in this.
Hmm.
And so, you sometimes Us artists, we can lose sight of, the mainline thing, which is you're here for an experience. I'm a customer service, and a customer experience provider. And
Mhm.
so the difference in being a good barber and even a great barber to
Huh?
me is how your clients view you and how they feel after they leave your presence, once you leave, what you leave them with, because that's what goes out into the world, and does
Yeah.
the work for you. You know what I mean?
Well, how do you tailor each haircut to fit someone's lifestyle, job, or personality? With that said,
Man, I pride myself in my versatility. That's a
oh,
really good question. That's something that I wanted to speak on. I pride myself in just being not only every client and situation, Mama Rush. I've cut hair in, in uncomfortable space, tight, crammed hotel rooms or
uh-huh,
back rooms in studios where
yes,
we
Yeah.
have to get the star ready for
uh-huh,
Yeah.
screen time and for to have those bright hot lights on you. And at that time, it's like you've done 10, 15 years of work for 10, 15 minutes of excellence, right?
uh-huh,
So I pride myself in my ability to deliver, what I'm hired for, what I'm searched out for, and what I'm expected to deliver. And
uh-huh.
that can vary from situation to situation. So you really got to be ready for everything. But you do that research, you give yourself that confidence um, behind the scenes in the off hours, which Brandon, don't really exist.
Yeah, no, they don't. Yeah.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You did mention something just a few minutes ago. You said on a set it's something called wigging. What's wigging? I'd never heard of that before.
Right? Yeah, I had neither at the time. I was like, whoa, what the heck? And it helped me not get hired for that job. But wigging is just yeah, providing wigs or providing something sort of just a completely different visual for. So say I needed to have Brandon in a role tomorrow
Uh-huh.
for a Rastafarian warrior in some sort of movie that he's been blessed to search out and provide his talent for. Now I have
Uh-huh.
to put it on that, put it on
Right.
and glue it there and be able to tailor it to that experience. And that's something that's important in the industry because not all the time does the director or the casting professional have time to only pick the person with long hair who has done that 20 years of work that I did,
Yeah.
and just happen to
Uh-huh.
be there. So that's where I come in. So
Oh, okay, okay.
they call it wigging, yeah, but it's
Yeah. Well,
Johnny. Oh, sorry, mom.
you can go ahead.
Johnny, it's so important to be versatile. I know sometimes I'll go on sets, man, and they don't have not all sets, but like I'll be on set sometimes where people aren't versatile and don't know how to cut actually black people's hair. And so that comes into effect all the time. They'll just be, like, yeah, you look good and pass it on. And that even happens with makeup too, a lot of times where it's like, hey, you guys don't really, they'll just, oh, you look fine. And it's like, hey, you got to have that. It's good to have. So when I do have to go on sets, like when I worked at Blue Bloods, they had an amazing barber that could cut hair. Oh my gosh, he was amazing,
you look
versatile.
great. We
Cut,
saw it.
yeah, he cut across the border, and I thought that was so important. And because everybody wants to look their best, and you want to look their best on camera, so I think that's great. That I think you said that you being versatile in your different avenues of what people's styles of hair you're able to cut and whatnot. Because obviously, black people have different hair than I guess you say Caucasian or white people have, and then it's just being able to work all those different avenues is pretty amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for noticing that or for calling light to that because that's where I hang my hat. That's the part of the industry that that I not only have been a provocateur in or a pusher of,
Yeah.
not only in establishing my own confidence to cut every hair texture. And in this industry, and I'm not going to correct you, but in the industry we say round cell versus flat cell, right? We don't
Ooh.
say black versus white.
Oh,
But
okay,
that's
gotcha.
something technically, but we all know that, yeah. Sometimes, hey, look, man, if I gotta get my fade right, I'm gonna go to somebody black or brown to get it for
Yeah.
me. I'm with the most confidence, right? Because
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure you've gotten a great fade by a white barber
Oh yeah,
before.
absolutely. And an
And
Israeli
it
guy cut my hair.
and
Did a great.
those guys are just consummate professionals, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is though, right? It's confidence and it's comfort. That's the name of our game. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm getting paid
Mm.
more, most handsomely for, is to provide that comfort and that confidence and this skill set that I have. I now get to teach to people too. I have students of all different race, creeds, sizes, ages, and mentees that I'm able to walk through, their own versatility. Hey, if you don't have a bunch of black clients that come into your shop, you need to add that to your bag this way. Not
Yeah.
if you need to add it to your bag, you do need to add it to.
Yeah.
You're trying to get where we're going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
it's so important.
I,
That's
I definitely agree. I when I was working on the set of 24, one of the I so there was a Belton who actually used to cut my mom's hair. It was her
yeah.
hairstylist. There was a
Belton?
lovely his name
Yeah,
was
you know
Belton. Yeah.
Belton?
Sorry, to interrupt. Is it Wayne?
Uh
What's Belton
I thought
first?
it was Wyatt
He's
Belton.
from Richmond,
Wyatt
Virginia.
Belton? I know.
Yeah,
Yes,
Wyatt.
absolutely.
Yeah, Wyatt
Yes. Yeah.
Belton.
Hold on. Hold on.
He's
I'm
the
gonna bring up
first.
his. I'll
He's
bring up his Instagram. Yeah, he's in. I was okay. We'll talk about that more,
let's
Oh
man.
talk about Wyatt because
yeah, so Wyatt so
Big
here's
fan. Big fan.
yeah,
Shout
Wyatt's
out
great.
Wyatt Belton.
So I was
he's
getting
my
my
buddy.
mom saw me because my mom came with me whenever I was filming down in Atlanta, and she's like, "Who cut your hair?" I'm like, "This guy named Wyatt Belton cut my hair." My mom was, "Oh my god, Wyatt Belton," because that's who cut her hair in Virginia. But there was this lovely there's a white lady on the set who was watching Belton. She's like, "Hey Belton, can you teach me how to do that?" And so she would be there sitting every time. She would always stand in and sit, and he would actually tell her to even how to get it correct on my hair. So it was awesome to see that she was even trying to diversify her thing because she was working on shows that were a mixture of. And there used to be some college show, a black college show that was filming in Atlanta, and she was about to go start working on that. So she
Oh
would always
wow.
purposely make sure that she knew how to do every single thing. And I thought that was amazing on her part.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge professionalism by her, and it's just awesome that they got to not only come together right around literally you,
Yeah,
literally come together around you to perfect, what you were called there for, to deliver on, but you were able to see the furthering, the professionalism on both parties because it's hard for Wyatt to
yeah,
give, right? Even if
yeah,
whether I know I've done my research. I'm a fanboy of Wyatt's.
yeah.
Oh,
So,
I didn't
and
know
I've
that.
seen his whole page. Yeah, his Instagram. You'll see I follow him and stuff. And I can't remember exactly who sent me his information, but I want to shout that person out too. But beyond that, it's hard to give that information sometimes, right? And give it to the person now that I'm in school and I'm learning how to educate with the seven different learning styles.
Yeah.
You have to deliver it to that learner in a way that they can learn and deliver their most output. So it was cool on both sides to see around somebody that I've been able to share space with. It's a beautiful thing to see that this industry can be a connector and a networker and a furtherer. And I'm just so blessed to be a part of that.
Oh, well, how do you help clients feel confident when they are sitting in your chair? Because the reason I asked that question, and the reason I know Wyatt, well, we just call him Belton in Richmond, Virginia, he was the first person I ever, and I was in my 40s, ever let cut my hair. I used to wear a braid down my back. And I went in one day because I'd heard about him. I went in and I let him cut my hair. He said, Carolyn, let me just transform your look. Now, from that day forward, but before that, I never let anyone put a permanent in my hair, relaxer, or anything, just natural hair. And he said, I'm going to change your look. And he cut my hair up to my ear and made it so beautiful. The next day I went into work. These people who just used to walk past me, they looked up and said, Carolyn, we love your hair. It is
So
beautiful.
stop.
That's how it is. And I've had other people I've known go and learn from Wyatt, learn from Belton what to do. And Belton and I have been friends for over 20 years now. And it has been a wonderful relationship. In fact, he's coming on the show. He's going to do a
I
show
can't
with
wait.
us. I,
Yeah.
I I can't wait. So you've never worked with him
I've
personally?
never even met him. No, and
Oh, we
I
must let you meet him.
I can't wait.
He's so down to earth. He's so down to earth. And I know he traveled on the set a lot with Anthony Hopkins doing his hair
Oh,
in Silence of the Lamb and that type of thing. But anyway,
Yes, he's storied.
getting back to that question, he made me feel comfortable. And so, how do you bring that comfort level as he did with me to your clients in a chair for the first time of trying to change your look?
So that's a really good question, Mama Rush. I think what you're tapping into is like we're I don't want to get to we're on it's Sunday here. I'm gonna go all in with it. We're doing a literal laying of hands on, right?
Okay.
We're taking we're doing an energy transference, right? And so
Uh-huh.
people that I'm finding in my, many states, many travels, and and just in being in different situations and then observing consummate professionals like Mr. Belton is
Mm-hmm.
that the best of us are good energy transfers. We are able to look at a canvas, right? A client,
Mm-hmm.
a friend, a customer, a patron, and
Mm-hmm.
we're able to see the best in them. We're able to take what we found in our research, in our
Mm-hmm.
studies, in our experience
Uh-huh.
of transforming, right? We're able to take what you guys don't even see in you, we're able to
Uh-huh.
see what we see in you and then put it on you. And in that transference, right, it's like something happens to you, right?
Yeah.
And you can say to you something about going and getting just that haircut. And then when you find or that style,
Yeah.
that makeup, that face beat, when you go get that exterior look that
Uh-huh.
it kind of changes how you feel interiorly, on the
Uh-huh.
interior. And that's what some of the best of us are able to do. We're able to, take whatever we've been given, whatever gifts we have, and kind of
Uh-huh.
share them and use them to make you feel good. However, we feel good about you and our work, we're able to
Uh-huh.
mold like play to make
Yeah.
you guys feel good. And then that's what you carry with you out the door. That's what you can. And so that's what grows. That's what we talked about earlier. The, the,
Uh-huh.
the things that you put into your art. Look, I only got 2 weeks, right? 3 weeks, right? To visually change you before
Uh-huh.
your hair grows back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I really got to make an impression on you. Van Gogh and some of the famous painters and
Uh-huh.
Picasso, they have art that lives on forever. It might take them 10 years, 20 years, their whole lives to make, but that lives on forever. And they're giving that out into the world forever. And I think we have similar gifts. We give them out forever, but it's more in the energy transference. You get.
Yeah, I agree with you on that
Hope that answers your
transfer.
question. That was
Because
long.
yeah, you did because
Thank you.
that
Okay, cool.
transference is like a trust. It becomes
Yeah.
a trust for us, and we can feel that spirit within what you're doing with us, and that trust of our transference, as you mentioned, that's something that it's a gift. It's a gift from the Lord. I'm just going to tell you, it's a gift.
Thank
And
you.
you can look at a person and like he did me, and I can see why Brandon gravitated to you you've cut Brandon's hair. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said, "Mama, I've just found him out there, and he is excellent." And I can see that, and I'm just so excited about the opportunity of talking with you. I do want to ask you a question though, because I've asked a few questions here, but how do you balance being a barber, a businessman, and a therapist? Because I know you all become therapists out there for us.
Yes, absolutely. That's part of the job title, right? And that's something that isn't spoken on as much, as far as, what your nail tech, what your barber, what your hairstylist brings into your life, and that
Mm-hmm.
is the outlet for some of. Because look, whatever they bring in, whatever I come into,
Mm-hmm.
it can get stuck on you. It can come with you. So I want to be able to provide positivity and bring good energy right into every
Mm-hmm.
scenario. And that's where my
Mm-hmm.
versatility comes in. And that's what sometimes, because look, when I'm in a barbershop and I'm in a salon, I can set up the scene so that you can't bring any bad energy in here, right? You got to leave that at the door. You got to check
Uh-huh.
that at the door, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So, and even B has seen, even when we set it up in the convention center at LA Live, we
Mm-hmm.
set up, it's all kind of schematic and scheduled, and you could even say ritualistic for a certain reason because you're able to set that scene. Now, when you go out into the world, it can be a little harder. That's why it's, some of these, not everybody chooses this path to be a traveling service person or whatever, because it takes, and to answer your question, I think it takes a lot of balance. It takes a
Mm-hmm.
lot of self-awareness and self motivation, uh,
Mm-hmm.
self-balancing, checks and balances with yourself, with your own professional,
Mm-hmm.
with your client energetically, um,
Mm-hmm.
before or in betwixt or after your
Mm-hmm.
actual service, because you have to be able to yeah, you have to be able to, if it's an energy that you've had to correct in the scene, or if you've had to correct your energy before you get in the scene, you kind of have to
Mm-hmm.
leave that there. You can't really bring that home with you. You can't take that into the next haircut or the next service, because they don't have
Oh.
anything to do with each other. You got to go in as an open, and in my case, positive and neutral slate, to be able to
Uh-huh.
deliver your service. So for me, it's balance, Mama Rush. I gotta make sure I do my due diligence to establish my own balance, my own equilibrium, my own stasis,
Uh-huh.
so that I can shoot from a even form. A good
Yes.
You say you're teaching students now. Is that something that they address? Because I tell you, every stylist I've had, from Belton to Richard, and listen to Brandon with you. Do you all teach there's certain things when customers come in? Because all of you all have that unique way of talking or taking on what that client brings in and how they're feeling, and then when they walk out they feel different. And then how is that something that they are now teaching or educating people in your profession about, and what things to look for instance, one stylist told me, uh, she's a female stylist I've had, her name is Javada, she's wonderful. After Belton went on movies, all the time I got Javada,
Moving around,
of it.
yeah.
Yeah, she started working with Belton, but she said she had to look for things like, for instance, if women were being abused. Because I asked her one day, I said, how do you pick up on certain signs? And she said, there's certain things that she looks for when she's doing hair. Have you ever had to deal with that? Or are you thinking about that? Or have you been taught that? Or is something that comes naturally with the profession?
Oh man, amazing question. That's something that, yeah, I had some stuff prepared. I don't even have to go through it, man. You knocking all the stuff, Mama Rush. So, that is something that I
I like
even
it for
wanted to
you to be
speak.
like you're sitting at my table. So that's how we
This
like to
feels
feel
so
like,
natural.
yeah,
Thank
that's how
you.
it's supposed to
I
feel.
feel like I'm at the table, man, with you guys. That's great. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
So to speak on that a little clearly, if they don't teach on that more, they should, and that's something
Mm-hmm.
that I teach on. That's
Okay.
something
Okay.
that I make sure. Because look, you have a curriculum, right? We all have to teach the fundamentals. We have to make sure, that they're being clean, that they're being safe, that they're being sanitary. And yes, there's a customer service. I think. You could say script, but a draw, a roll, a scroll that everybody goes through, right? But
Mm-hmm.
what you're talking about is beyond kind of your pitch or your regular. It's like, I think there's a reason why I do what I do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And not only, and to not even take it to the esoteric level, the obvious deduction that I had to do as an artist was, hey, my art, well, like I said, in art school, my art wasn't paying me enough. I had to get paid more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My haircuts, I wasn't good enough, so I wasn't getting paid. So I had to get more artistic. I had to bridge, I had to use all the things that I was given to get what I wanted or go where I felt like I was needing to go. And so this industry drew not only my artist, but also the giving or the consultant or the good friend, the listener, the
Oh.
talker, right? It drew
Uh-huh.
all those things into this industry. And I think all of us are that way. Now,
Mm-hmm.
that level can vary because experiences vary, clients vary. Everybody needs a haircut, everybody needs their face done, everybody needs a stylist, but everybody finds a different one. Everybody has their own. So that's something that I teach as well, the most to some of my students. And that's what I get a lot of questions on too, Mama Rush, is like, when you say find your niche or you find your, like, what do you mean by that? Like, Instructor Johnny, like, what do you mean by that? And I'm like, hey, I don't even know what I mean by that. But there's something that separates us all. We all
Uh-huh.
have gifts that we know we have if we really sit with ourselves.
Yeah.
If we have things, callings that we can hear if we really sit with ourselves.
Oh.
And I think that people in this industry that do what we do and on the level or the scale that we've chosen, because we all choose to do what we do,
Absolutely.
that we've chosen to do, the discomforts we've chosen to go through, I think that that is for a reason, because we have, higher callings or bigger purposes or, stiffer on takings that we've had to make ourselves uncomfortable to be able to deliver on.
Oh, I got
So
you.
if they don't teach on it more, they should. Instructor
Yeah.
Jonny, shameless plug, www.barberjohnny.com to learn more about these things. Look,
Oh,
man, we
great.
gotta teach. We gotta teach this stuff. I was blessed and lucky to have not only Mr. John, my aunt teach me, but now Mr. Fair up in Reno and Sparks teach on some of those energetic things that get kind of under taught, I think.
Oh, okay. And so you just mentioned your site. So that
Yeah.
brings in, well, how has social media changed the barbering game?
Woof. You guys have seen it, right? You guys have seen there's so many just videos just and not even just the ASMR where you go, people like really get like satisfaction out of hearing and seeing the
Uh-huh.
transformation of people. But now social media has not only helped people like, that we've talked about, people like myself,
Yeah.
expand our reach and kind of transfer our energy and catch more energy and more energetic transactions throughout the world. And look, without social media, I
Huh?
don't even get to be in Vegas to get recruited to go to LA Live to meet
Oh
Brandon
yeah.
to be on this show. It's
Isn't that
real. It's
something?
real, guys. It's really
Yeah.
real.
But
It's
I think
huge. So
Brandon said he
please.
found you through hashtag, didn't you, Brandon?
No, no. So Johnny, I met at the expo. But what I was going to say about this, Johnny, is it's interesting. So I was filming NCIS New, or either it was I think it was Claus. I was filming Claus in New Orleans, and my hair was looking rough, brother, because I booked it like, hey, we need you to come to New Orleans. And the way I found my barber was I looked up hashtag New Orleans barbers, and then I started seeing the different people whose hair he was cutting, and I was like, oh, I like what this looks like. Let me go to this guy.
Portfolio.
Yeah, so that's how I found them. That's why social media is so important in that, even
Mm-hmm.
like getting being able to find a person. So luckily, I have a barber in LA, I have a barber in Vegas with you, I have one in New York, and then I found this guy in New Orleans. But it's just always finding that hashtag has been like doing looking at hashtag New Orleans barbers was what helped me able to find the guy that can cut my hair that day. And then he told me some good restaurants to eat at too.
Right? Yeah, because we're cultural hubs too, bro.
Yeah,
Like every city we go to, we know the food, the hangouts, the places to avoid, the places to go to, the watering holes. Like you've done such good research because you've had to, but brother, like, that's a lot of I wish you didn't have to do all that, but kudos to you to go find those personalities and then doing that work. Everybody, not everybody can do such diligent work as you.
yeah,
So I've been doing just my due diligence to it, aligning myself in this industry to be I'm a wealth of knowledge, man. I have barbers in all those cities that I could have referred. Obviously, we didn't know each other at the time, and you were able to open that net and open that basket willingly to have those gifts come into and give you what you needed at that time, and then bless those professionals as well, like you were able to bless me. Um, Look, man, the social media stuff was huge and it's getting even bigger. It's like it's
Mm-hmm.
showing us that our country is just our backyard, that our brothers are not just the people in our town and our neighbors are not just the people on our block. It's like it's taking this barbershop, this feeling, this energy field, right? And growing it,
Mm-hmm.
growing it, growing it. And without social media, I don't even get to be in some of the rooms but people can't just put everything on social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a conduit to provide this energy, and that's what this is the important industry for energy transference, and that's another great route that I've just found to transfer energy. So
Oh, wow.
it's huge.
Johnny, question for you. If you could go back and tell your 18-year-old self anything, what would that be?
Stay down, man. Keep your head up. 18-year-old me is maybe rushing to get to the 36-year-old me. Slow down.
Yeah.
Take the lumps. Everything you're doing is preparing you for everything that you're going to do. And that's what I meet kids that are that age, 18. I get students from 18 to older than me, 50, starting to be a barber,
Mm-hmm.
ex-felons, high school dropouts, everything. And what I have chosen to provide in this industry is what I needed, which is a representation, right? A shoulder to lean on, a voice, to hear, and also an ear to listen to. Go out there, be the most you, slow down, take your time, and know that, wherever you're headed, you're going to get there. But these things are creating the person that you're ready to become.
Absolutely, Johnny. I love that. I think my mom often would say, you can slow down and you'll get there, or don't worry about problems that I constantly work myself on about problems. But she's like, Brandon, a year from now, you won't have to worry about this. So I think that what you're saying about slowing down is what my mom says to me a lot of times. Just slow
Mm-hmm.
down, take it. It's going to work itself out. And
It will.
having faith is going to work out. God hasn't led me wrong so far, and I don't think He plans on it. So. Uh,
Amen.
and I see that you're a man of faith too, which is good too. I think you said you got church earlier today.
I just got out of the service today, man, and it was a strong word, brother. Thank
Okay,
God.
great.
This is
Which
church right now.
this is
All of
church.
it.
This really
Two
is.
or more. You guys
And
know it.
I
Yeah.
love all of the guests we've had on it, and you are just a delight. I'm telling you, it just makes my spirit feel great. But in thinking about barbers, which techniques do you think more barbers should learn? And you're a teacher now, and they're out there listening, these young high school students trying to think about what they want to do, and maybe being a barber or a stylist. And with that, what techniques would you instill in with them? And I love one thing you did say earlier about that cleanliness part, because I have gone into shops and I have not seen barbers or stylists be real clean, and I have not gone back. And so, with that said, uh, what techniques do you think?
Um, Techniques change, right? I think that styles change, but having a grasp of the fundamentals, making sure that you take yourself the most professionally, seriously that you can. I could cut hair before I chose to be a barber, guys. I went and got
Mhm.
those 4 state licenses now, fifth in instructor licensure to give myself a professionalism, a confidence
Oh,
to
okay.
stand on my 10 and go deliver on that. So that's what everybody should do. Take yourself the most seriously that you can, however that looks or whatever, excuse me, whatever that means to you.
Mm-hmm.
And keep your ear to the streets. Go have those interactions. Go stay connected to the youth. Wear your barberdom, your stylist cape, your coat, your hat. Wear it to
Mm-hmm.
your church. Wear it to your basketball game. Wear it
Uh-huh.
to wear it to the watering hole.
Uh-huh.
Represent yourself as that professional everywhere you go because it's something that you're taking on as a whole. It's not just a career that you get to kind of take off and set over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you carry around with you, and that'll benefit you the best. The more it makes you be yourself the most.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to stop it. You don't look. You don't have to be the shop owner to be a success in this industry. You don't have to be, the most booked and busy, cutting 40 heads a day barber to
Mm-hmm.
be a success in this industry. You don't have to be never see your family because you're so booked in. You don't have to be that to be a success in the
Uh-huh.
industry. It's success is different in this. So find your meaning of success early on if you can. But I'm refining mine every day. I'm growing every day.
Uh-huh.
So commit to growth and commit to delivering an experience.
Oh, great. And you have to get a license in every state?
If you want to practice in that state full time, you should get a license in that state.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been residential in those states that I've had to license myself in, because there's no like national traveling
Uh-huh.
license, which there should be. We should be able to, if we can test into it. Look, I get out, but we should be
Yeah.
able to test into it and take it. But no, yeah, you should license yourself because that's a front facing and kind of public showing, kind of like like baptism or like a
Yeah.
public showing and commitment to your profession, and it translates. So just like the cleanliness next to godliness,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, those things translate to your clientele, so they're only going to help your growth.
Oh, well, that sounds great. And I wanted to know about that license part. I'm glad you mentioned that. Brandon, are you ready for
Yeah.
that question round?
Johnny. I'm gonna hit you with the lightning round, brother.
Here we go. Let's do it.
So
I'm ready.
lightning round is
Okay.
just some quick things here. So question one: fade or taper?
Taper.
Okay. Clippers or shears?
Ooh, clippers are a new invention. I gotta go with shears. I'm sorry.
Okay. Your favorite go-to haircut to do?
I love to give a low to mid taper with a hard lineup and some texture.
Okay. Okay. Most requested celeb style in Las Vegas, I guess, or LA, depending.
Ooh, it's hot out here. Ball fade or ball
Okay.
taper.
All right.
Skinny.
That sounds good. Beard trim or full lineup?
Whew. A beard trim, man. There's nothing like doing a beard, man. When you get that right, those dudes appreciate it. It's like it's just crazy love.
Okay. Morning cuts or late night cuts?
Both.
Okay. Clean shave or scruff?
Not everybody can do a clean shave. You got to go with the scruff, man.
Okay. Okay. Best music to cut hair to?
Oh man, lo-fi beats.
Okay. Favorite product line?
Ugh, I'm not endorsed yet. I'm gonna go neutral on that one. Sweden.
Okay. One word.
Open for
One.
endorsements.
Okay. Yeah. You're up for endorsement, you said, right? All right. You heard him out there, people.
Everybody listening, that's great. I'm glad he said that.
Absolutely. One word clients describe you as. What's one word that clients describe you as?
Social.
Perfect. Perfect. Edge ups, crispy sharp, or natural?
Crispy sharp, but not too Lego unnatural.
Okay.
You can't be looking like Bob the Builder.
Yeah, not at all. Best smell in the barbershop.
Pinode. I'm classic, man. I'm classic. I gotta go.
Okay.
Aftershave.
Aftershave. Okay.
Please don't say Old Spice.
Ooh,
I hate
yeah,
Old
nah.
Spice.
High karate. No,
Yeah.
Aquavelva.
Okay. Most overrated haircut trend.
The Edgar.
What is it called?
The Edgar.
Oh yeah, I know, I know
What
what
is
that is.
that? You know what
Uh,
that is?
it's like I think a lot of Hispanic
Majority
young guys get it.
Hispanic.
Yeah. Most underrated haircut.
Ooh, most underrated haircut is Caesar with a sharp razor line.
Okay. I
Hmm.
actually like Caesars. Favorite celebrity hairstyle of all time.
Ooh, this is a tough one. Favorite of all time?
Yeah.
Oh man, you know I'm from Midwestern Chicagoland area. 219. I gotta go either Kanye's patches or Kanye's designs when he grabbed the mic from Taylor Swift.
Okay. The quickest cut you can do perfectly.
I can do any cut almost perfectly within 7 to 15 minutes.
Okay. Oh wow. Wow. And then here's a final question. One hair rule men should never break.
Hair rule men should never break.
Yeah.
Don't comb it over, let it go. If it's
Uh,
that light, there's so many ways we can do things. Don't get Jalen Brown out here. Your brand is important, King. I want your success. We have tools. I'm a magician. I know a better magician if you need better magic. Don't let it go. Let it go or shave it. Let it go. Grow the beard.
yeah.
We can do the beard. All right,
All
that's
right. That sounds
What,
good. Well,
well,
Johnny.
one thing before
Oh,
he
sorry.
does that, yeah, no, he
yes,
didn't
Mama
mention a
Rush.
product brand, but I want to ask within the product group, do you like oils, balms, creams, or sprays?
I like whatever works with the client's chemistry and biology and need the best. We need to know all that stuff. And as a barber stylist, you got to know your biology and your chemistry because not everybody's skin hair is different. And not every product is the same for that skin and hair in every situation. So know your stuff, guys. Know your stuff.
Okay, great.
Absolutely. Johnny,
Well,
you have been absolutely wonderful today, man.
this
Man, this was so dope, guys. I was waiting so long for this. I was so excited. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for your time.
of course.
you
Of
have
course.
been outstanding, and you have really blessed our listeners today since Brandon's been in London and he got back. And this is the first time we really have had the opportunity because he's now in California. I'm in South Carolina, and to be able to, well, we did one when you were in England. We did actually an interview with a young lady, but you have been outstanding, such a ultimate professional. And I can't wait for Belton to meet you because you all will click
Yeah.
so well. You
Can't wait.
all will do just excellent friends. And I can't wait to get him on the phone. I'm going to send him a note this afternoon and tell him he has
Thank you.
to meet you.
Thank you.
And I wish you had been in Virginia, because in fact, a young lady, I started having her train with him. She was working in another shop, and I thought she would work well with Belton. And he was looking for someone because he was going out of state.
Look
And
at
she
you.
started to work in his shop. Yeah. And now
Connected.
and now she has her own. And Javada picked up where Belton left off with me. And then I moved her from Virginia. But I tell you, he is such a great teacher as well. He has a very calm spirit, very low key. But we would get into some major conversations over the 20 years. And right now, he has some family things going on, but he will be on the show. I'm going to send him a note today to tell him about you, to look at this particular show, especially. And so with that, thank you so much for coming. You're such a handsome young man too.
Thank you, Mama Rush. Stop.
I must
I'm red.
tell
I'm
you.
yellow. You're gonna make me red. Stop, man. Stop.
Well,
Look,
Jonny,
he know. Look, she
that
do it to you too. I know she do, man.
yeah, no, you're good, brother. Well, Jonny, one thing we always do at the end is we clap. So you won't be able to hear Mom clapping, but you'll be able to see me.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Great job.
Thank you, guys. I'm gonna clap for you guys.
Oh,
And
thank
for
you,
my
Jonny.
brother abroad, I'm so proud of you, dog. And it's like, wherever you go, thank you for bringing that camera with you, man, and bringing your listeners and your followers and the people that have been able to meet you along your journey. Because you're bringing us with you, man, and we appreciate that, and the power of the internet and the power of God to bring us all together. Like I said, I just feel so blessed to be around you guys today. I appreciate that so much.
Amen. And then Jonny, thank you for all the support, man. You literally, since the moment I met you, you've literally shown me all the support. The whole entire time. I always get a deep, Brandon, good job, man. Keep going, brother. So
it's a pleasure.
The world to me, man.
It's a pleasure, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, have a
Thank you
wonderful
so
day,
much.
Jonny. Thank you for your time today.
You as well. Have a blessed Sunday, guys.
Okay,
I'll see y'all soon.
Safe, and
Absolutely.
a wonderful and
Yes,
safe
ma'am.
rest of your week. Okay.
You as well. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon. All right.
Take care, Jonny. All right. Let's see here. Stop.